Ah, shit. I got a show to do. Hey there, I'm Andy Last, and this is Beyond Synth. This is episode 3. No, sorry, I fucked that up. Hey there, I'm Andy Last, and this is the Real Beyond Synth. I am your host. Did I say my name already? Did I start it with I'm Andy Last?
You should.
Did I, though?
I don't remember. I was doing drums as if I was like the band leader. Like if the music was going and it was like...
All right, look.
I wasn't really paying attention to you. I'm working, man. Don't bother me.
All right. The point is, I'm Andy Last. This is the Real Beyond Synth, the sort of video companion piece to the podcast Beyond Synth. Over here is Mike Mendoza in Austin, Texas.
What's going on, everybody? We're having a good time.
Yeah. So today we're going to be, Magic Sword's going to be on the show. And you know what? I'm not even looking at the Hold on. I'm starting this again.
You better keep my drum thing in there. It's pretty good.
Hey there, and welcome to the Real Beyond Synth episode 3. My name is Andy Last. I host this, whatever this is. Over to my left is Mike Mendoza.
Hello, everyone. The drums is fun.
So... Magic Sword is on the program today, and yeah, so that's going to be cool. They are sort of these beings from another realm, and as Luke said in The Last Jedi, this isn't going to go the way you think. All right?
You know, you started saying Luke, and I thought you were going to quote Bible verses at me. As Luke said in the New Testament...
I should have.
Let us all remember.
I'm happy to be here today. Of course, this is episode 3 of The Real Beyond Synth. So, you know, at the start of the week, we had Dana Jean on the show, and last night, Protector 101 was there, and he did a performance, and so we're having a pretty good week.
Are you asking? Is this feedback time?
Yeah, I'm looking at you. Do you think we're doing okay?
I got a few notes. I could read them. I've been typing them away.
You mean notes on how we can improve the show?
Oh yeah, there's like pages and pages. No, it's we've been having a good time. We've been having the busiest week of our lives, man.
I want the audience to know. Look at this, camera 2. He over here. Look at this. Huh? See the Real Beyond Synth sign? Isn't that cool? So I'm happy with this half of the set. You're not going to see the other half of the set. Maybe when Magic Sword gets here.
So like, hey, where is Magic Sword?
Well, I mean, I sense their presence. Like I know that they're here somewhere. But who knows, man? Probably just wandering the streets of Toronto until they fucking get to the studio. Because I'm not happy with the other side of the set right now. We literally just have like a wall of posters and it looks terrible. We're going to fix it, hopefully, for tomorrow's show. Does that seem reasonable to you? It doesn't even matter. He's in a fucking different country.
Did you just say that to yourself?
Well, I'm sort of... I'm kind of talking to you. I was like,
Yeah, did you just say he's in a different country about me to me?
No, I said he's in a different country addressing the audience about you.
Oh.
But I will address you now. You are in a different country. See?
We're in a different zone altogether,
yeah,
man.
Right. Let's sync up here. Look.
Okay.
Welcome to the show. Beyond Synth will be on in... Christ. Beyond Synth will be on in just a bit. I don't know.
And we'll be back after this break.
Today's show is brought to you by Gregorio Franco. Gregorio Franco makes kick-ass music. And you can buy it wherever kick-ass music is sold. Fucking right. Gregorio Franco. Go buy some. So tell your parents. Buy me Gregorio Franco. Or go to hell.
All right, and we're back. That was good time. That was good time. Camera 1, camera 2. See, camera 2 right now is filming where I'm sort of blocking my sign. Hey, and I got this noisy chair too, because we got all these other chairs out for Magic Sword to sit on, and the chair that I'm in, I'm like sinking in it. This is where like my natural sitting position is. You're like an asshole. All right. We got Magic Sword on the show, and so I thought maybe we'd stick with some sort of like fantasy theme and talk about some of our favorite fantasy like movies and stuff from the 80s. We don't have a theme song for this, but this is going to be what? Mike and Andy talk about our favorite 80s stuff? Fantasy stuff. All right, so I'll go first. I chose Conan. I like James Earl Jones' haircut. It's like, you know, there's like those goth girls now that have that haircut thing where they have like, you know, like the bangs and the thing, and that's what I think of when I think of Thulsa Doo. Do you remember the scene? There's this part where Conan punches a camel in the head. I rewound it and laughed at that scene so many times because they did a really good job. Like the first time I saw it, I'm like, did Arnold actually punch a camel in the head? I mean, I think they must have yanked it back on a rope or something, but like he full on just...
I was going to say, what was your conclusion? What do you think they did?
I can't imagine I know like movies and stuff have changed their rules in regards to like animal cruelty and stuff, but there's no way in hell, like in the early 80s, Arnold was allowed to punch a camel in the head. I can't imagine.
You remember the golden days of Hollywood?
When you could just kill a horse on camera and everything was fine?
Yeah, you could just like punch a squirrel.
We don't need the golden days of Hollywood. You can punch squirrels now.
My movie is The Princess Bride. That's the one I would...
This is where I'm going to take the most flack because I am one of those rare people who does not love that movie. But I know people love it. So how about we just stay positive here and you tell me why you like it. Well, because then I'll go on stupid rant. Look, here's my only point about Princess Bride.
Tell me why you like it. No, wait, hold on.
I'm going to tell you why
I'm going to continue talking.
The cheesiness of that film just doesn't jive with me. It's a little too sentimental. And I don't like movies where people are reading books to people. This is a personal thing. It's not that I'm against reading books. It's just, to me, a movie is already fake. Like you're already suspending your disbelief when you watch a film. And so I don't like when movies have this thing of like, it's a fantasy film, but like, we can only make this palatable if within the movie, it's people using their imaginations. And there's nothing cool about people using their imaginations in a movie. It's lame. It's like the never-ending story. It's the same damn thing. You're not tricking me into thinking reading a book is exciting. It's not. And when they show like the end of Never-Ending Story and you see the kid and he's like crying as he reads the book and like, no, princess, and like, and he's crying and he's reading a book. I'm like, fuck off. My complaint is so specific. It's literally people reading books and being excited by books. Like, it's one of those things that just can't be captured on film.
You should give the people, whoever made these movies, the credit for trying to capture that on film, because people do have that feeling. And I think Never-Ending Story is special to people because they were little bookworm nerds like me. I was just like, I couldn't get enough books. So like those kinds of movies spoke out to me because I liked getting into stories.
The joys of reading is a thing that just can't be captured on film. It's like watching someone play VR. You know, it's like, it's about the experience of VR. But if you show me a thing like, oh, VR is great, and like, how will I know? And then I watch a video of some idiot with a helmet going like, it's like I'm in the game. It's like, it sucks. Like, it's no fun to watch. It's fun to be in the game. If we watched a movie right now and it was all about people going into the Matrix, right? So we watched the movie The Matrix, but instead of actually like seeing the Matrix, we just saw a bunch of fucking people in chairs with fucking wires in their back. You'd be like, this movie's shit. The whole Agent Smith fight scene at the end, and it's just the whole thing is just fucking Keanu Reeves in a chair, like.
I would watch that.
Well, in retrospect, I mean, that would be better than the sequels, but like, it's still, I just think there's just things that can't be captured, and book reading is one of them. All right, that's my thing. So The Princess Bride, I just don't like the framing device of. You know what's so stupid now that I'm saying this? I read Animal Farm and was like almost like in tears. I was reading it to my son, like when they took the fucking horse to the glue factory, and so I'm sitting there telling you that like I don't get into books, and then like when they took that what was that? Boxer? Is Boxer the horse they take to the glue factory?
I don't remember. I haven't read that in like 20 years.
Well, there's the one horse who does all the work. And then at the end, he's the one, then they fucking take him to the glue factory, and it's really sad. And like when I was reading the book to I don't even think my son was understanding what I was reading, but he could tell like I started like choking up, and like I was like reading the sentences slowly. Anyway,
Anyway, what I like about The Princess Bride is the romantic story. Because I feel like a story should be well balanced. It has the action and it has the drama, but the romance kind of fills it out.
My thing with Princess Bride, it's entirely personal. Like, it's not a bad movie. The performances are fine and stuff. It's just sometimes things don't hit you in the right way, and that's one of those. And I'm outside of the realm of popular opinion on that one because pretty much everybody loves that movie.
I think something hit you the wrong way a long time ago. Do you like the sentimentality of Steven Spielberg movies?
No. I don't. My favorite Spielberg movie is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Why?
Raiders of the Lost Ark has that face melting scene, man. Like, that scene is amazing. I think also people should check out your Hunter from the Future, because your Hunter from the Future is amazing.
Now we fight, and the prize will be this woman here.
You can do nothing now. There are many sentinels down there. The beast of the night. Stay low.
Anyway, that was a fucking mess of a segment. I apologize. We still got to get the hang of doing this.
I'm really tired. Hey, where's Magic Sword, man? Can you bring them out already?
I mean, they got to come over here soon because they got a show to do later on today. Because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not like they're in my kitchen. All right, I'm just going to slide down to the edge of the table here.
Why?
No reason. Hey, it's Magic Sword. How's it going? Good. So we're here now with Magic Sword, so that's pretty cool. Well, we got the Keeper, right? And the Seer, is that correct? And the Weaver, is that cool? So, what, you guys coming to Toronto, right? You gonna play a show? Is that what's going on? So I understand that people know about you guys through like the Harbinger of the Immortals. Like he's the guy that sort of tells the tale and stuff. So like when you're touring, is he like your manager? You guys want some mugs? Can you hold mugs? Is that a bad thing to spring on you now? Some mugs there, some Beyond Synth mugs. Look at that branding. Make sure you just point it right at so the logo hits the front of the camera. It's like Coke. I see how it is. So the seer, or I guess I'll just call you seer. Like, do I say the seer, like if I'm saying it to your face? I heard that you have a sort of ever-shifting gyroscope of lenses that allow you to sort of see into the multi-realms. So like, is there like a reality out there where people actually like watch my show? Now I understand that you have constantly moving, writhing tentacles. Where are those at? Jesus. How the fuck do you play guitar with those things? Weaver, I was told that you have an endless supply of deft and delicate legs constantly ticking away at your gossamer webs. So is that like a metaphor? Or like, are you like some sort of mutant or something? Is it like impolite to call people mutants if they're mutants? Is that a thing? I went down this YouTube rabbit hole, you know, like you see one guy who's born with like a, you know, like genetic thing, and then all of a sudden YouTube suggests all these ones, and like you end up with this fucking playlist of freaks. What is gossamer? What is that? What does that word mean?
Hey, hold on. I'll look it up right now.
Thanks, man.
Fine spider silk used by spiderlings for ballooning.
What's ballooning?
Ballooning. I don't know. So spider silk. That's all I got. It just says gossiper.
All right, thanks, man. You can go back to just sitting there now. So, Keeper, like my understanding was that you were manipulated into releasing the Dark One from his eternal prison. That's kind of like a pretty colossal fuck up, right? So, I mean, I understand you have like this mission that you're doing, but if you ever find the chosen one who will one day sort of unleash the true power of the sword, at that point, do you stop touring? Or like, at that point, is it just like you're unfettered by the presence of the Dark One, and so you can just tour like a regular band? And in which case, like, then you get to just tour like the normal band and not have to wear these stupid fucking costumes? Or was that a yes? Oh, fuck! All right, man. Hey, you guys want to play some video games? We got Magic Sword here. I thought maybe we'd play Magic Sword the game. So I don't know if you know this, but there's a game that Capcom made many years ago. It's sort of like a side-scrolling fantasy game. It's called Magic Sword. And the arcade game was pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't have it. I just have the Super Nintendo version, and we're going to be playing it on an emulator. Is that cool with you? All right. So, yeah, so pretty much just got to play as this guy and just sort of like walk sideways. And that's pretty much the game. You want to try? When do you guys want to try Magic Sword? All right. Yeah, you're gonna need two. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Nice. I guess. See, what I like about this game is they don't try and confuse you with any diagonal movement. It's just like right and left. That's all you need. Now, I don't know, like, do you feel bad? Because you pretty much have more in common with those, like, little dudes in the red robes, right? Oh, here comes enemy. Hey, why don't you pass it down there to the seer? You can wrap some of them tentacles around there and see what's... I don't know how many continues there is, because it's just like the Super Nintendo one. Yeah, there you go. Don't worry about the controller, by the way. I I took apart that controller because I was trying to fix it, and in doing so, I broke the light. So that thing's actually supposed to light up. It's not a very good game. Really. It's not one of my favorites. You ever play Knights of the Round? It's not, this is another Capcom game. It's alright. They also have this one called like Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. You go, like they're back in time, and there's like sort of like 50s. It's like a 50s car and stuff, and like pinup girl and stuff. But there's like dinosaurs. It's not bad. It's like weapon-based, sort of like a side scroller, but you can pick up shotguns and stuff. Oh. 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 That's too bad. You know what though, man? Like honestly, when you play like, you know, the arcade one, you can just keep putting in quarters. Do you have arcades where you come from? I bet where you come from, you don't even have to fucking pay for them. Is that the thing? Like in another realm, it's like you don't even have to put coins in. Oh, you can do that fucking thing where you just shove the tentacle in and it goes up. Remember those people who used to go in the arcades where they pull the string with the fucking coin? I do, because I'm old. It's true. Like you'd put a coin on a string or something. I saw like older kids doing it, but I never really understood what they were doing exactly. But it allowed them to play the games without having to pay. I mean, they'd need like a, you know, they use the washer and they'd like cut a hole in it so they could like weave, right? Like you do, right? With those gossamer webs. You know what I'm talking about. So are you guys more like titty guys or ass guys? How does that work? And that is the story of when Magic Sword visited me in the Beyond Synth studio. The end.
Why did they crumple up that picture of you?
What? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They wanted my amulet, and I gave it to them, and then they went back to their home planet.
Why?
What? I don't know, they needed to take it to the mystical cliff.
Then what?
Then they got all the energy from the amulet, and they got superpowers, and killed everybody. The end.
I like the part when they killed everybody.
Yeah, me too.
So did Magic Sword end up playing the show?
Yeah, they did. It was a really fun show too, but the footage I filmed of it was so bad that I've decided to end the show with this instead.
Didn't you go to film school?
Well, good night. Oh, and don't worry about that stuff I said about Magic Sword. I mean, the odds of them being able to actually absorb the power from the amulet and come back and kill us all is incredibly slim. Good night, buddy. And good night to all of you out there. Thanks for watching The Real Beyond Synth. Tune in next time. And hey, maybe if Magic Sword ever comes back to town and puts in a performance, we'll actually film it properly so we can show it to you. Who am I kidding? They're not coming back.
Pizza la pizza!